Interrupted Journey, Saving Endangered Sea Turtles by Catherine Lasky. Photographs by Christopher G. Knight. Stranded. The young turtle has been swimming for 3 months now in the same warm, shallow bay, grazing on small crabs and plankton, basking in an endless dream of calm water and plentiful food. But as the days begin to shorten and the light drains out of the sky earlier and earlier, the water grows colder. It drops to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The turtle is confused. Swimming is harder. Its heartbeat slows and almost stops. 10 days before Thanksgiving, on a beach where pilgrims once walked, Max Nolan, a 10-year-old boy, and his mother begin their patrol. The Nolans are among volunteers who walk Cape Cod's beaches during November and December to search for turtles who are often cold and stunned and seem dead, turtles whose lives they may be able to save. It is a blustery day on Ellis Landing Beach. At 25 knots, the bitter northwest wind stings Max's face like sharp needles. It makes his eyes water, but he keeps looking above the high water mark through the clumps of seaweed, looking below the tide line where the sand is hard and sleek and lapped by surf, looking for a dark greenish-brown mound about the size of a pie plate, looking for a Kemp's Ridley turtle that is dying and perhaps can be saved. Max and his mother and the other volunteers work for a vital cause. All sea turtles are threatened or endangered. Kemp's Ridleys are the most endangered of all. Right now, on our planet, there are fewer than 8,000 Kemp's Ridley turtles left. They are a vanishing species. On Ellis Landing Beach, snow squalls begin to whirl down. The waves are building, and as they begin to break, the white froth whips across their steep faces. So far, there is no sign of a turtle. Max is far ahead of his mother when he sees the hump in the sand being washed by the surf. He runs up to it and shouts to his mom, "Got one!" The turtle is cold. Its flippers are floppy. Its eyes are open, but the turtle is not moving at all. It might be dead, but then again, it might not. Max remembers the instructions given to all rescuers. He picks up the turtle, which weighs about 5 pounds, and moves it above the high tide mark to keep it from washing out to sea. Then he runs to find seaweed to protect it from the wind. He finds a stick to mark the spot, and next, he and his mother go to the nearest telephone and call the Sea Turtle Rescue Line of the Massachusetts Audubon Society. Within an hour, the turtle has been picked up and taken to the Wellfleet Bay Wildlife Sanctuary on Cape Cod. Robert Prescott, the director of the sanctuary, examines the turtle. "It sure does look dead," he says softly, "but you never can tell. If the turtle is really alive, it must be brought out of its cold, stunned condition. That is a task for the New England Aquarium with its medical team, who over the years have made a specialty of treating turtles." Robert puts the new turtle in a plastic wading pool with another turtle that is quite lively. Max crouches by the edge and watches his turtle. It is as still as a stone. He gently touches a flipper. Nothing moves. Then, after about 20 minutes, he thinks he might see a flicker in the turtle's left eyelid. He leans closer. "Hey, it's moving!" It wasn't just the eyelid. He saw the right rear flipper move a fraction of an inch. Over the next 5 minutes, he sees the turtle make 3 or 4 microscopically small motions with its right rear flipper. Soon, the rescue team from the New England Aquarium arrives. Emergency. Beth Chittick is a vet at the New England Aquarium. When the turtles arrive, she is ready for them. The turtles are taken immediately into the examination room. Beth is joined by head veterinarian Howard Crum. They insert a thermometer into the cloaca, the opening under the turtle's tail. The temperature of the turtle Max found is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Normal temperature for a turtle is usually about 75 degrees. Howard next tries to find a heartbeat. He listens intently. I think I can hear a faint sound. He holds the stiff turtle against his ear as one might hold a seashell. Why, gee whiz, I can hear the ocean, he jokes. Howard is still not convinced that the turtle is dead. With turtles, Howard says, death is a relative term. Turtles can operate, can survive, even when their hearts slow down for periods of time. Events that might damage the larger, more complicated brains of other animals will not always prove fatal to turtles. In fact, a turtle's heartbeat naturally slows down at times to just 1 or 2 beats per minute in order to conserve oxygen and keep vital organs like the brain working. So Howard won't give up on this turtle yet. The turtle does not seem dehydrated. The skin on its limbs is not wrinkled, a good sign. An assistant swabs down an area on the turtle's neck, from which a blood sample will be taken. By analyzing the blood, Howard and Beth will be able to see how the turtle's kidneys and other organs are functioning. Next, the turtle is cleaned. The algae are washed and wiped from its shell. The doctors detect movement in its tail, and then see some of the same movements that Max saw in its flippers. They are the motions a turtle makes when it swims. They do not necessarily mean that it is alive, though. It has been speculated that these movements could be what are sometimes called vestigial motions, echoes of long-ago actions, fossil behaviors embedded in the brain of an ancient creature. The turtle could be swimming in death or swimming toward life. Nonetheless, the vets hook up the turtle to an intravenous needle through which fluids will be pumped very slowly at a temperature slightly higher than the turtle's body. Beth and Howard have learned much about the condition of this turtle, but they are still not sure if it is really alive or dead. Finally, the turtle is tagged with a yellow-blue band. It will be known as yellow-blue. It is put in the intensive care unit, a large temperature-controlled stainless steel box with a glass window. Inside, the turtle is placed on a soft pile of towels so its shell is supported and it will not have to rest on its ventrum or bottom shell. Then the team turn their attention to another turtle, which is definitely alive. Howard picks up the turtle and talks to it as its flippers thrash madly. Okay, little man. This turtle's temperature is 62 degrees. When they take its blood, the sample appears much redder than the nearly brownish blood of yellow-blue, which indicates that there is more oxygen in it. But as lively as this one is, Howard gives it only a 50% survival rate. There is a good chance that pneumonia could still develop. They insert an intravenous tube for rehydration. Then they tag the animal with a plain yellow band. There are other turtles also being treated. One, Orange, needs to have its eyes lubricated and then be weighed and examined. The turtle is feisty and needs to be sedated. This is done without drugs, simply by shielding the top of its head from the ceiling lights. There is a gland inside a turtle's head that is sensitive to light, and it is speculated that when the gland is covered, it helps the turtle settle down into a relaxed, near-sleeping state. In this peaceful state, Orange begins to swim on the table, its flippers making the paddling motions that have since birth propelled it through thousands of miles of sea. Its heart rate, at 36 beats a minute, is good. Its respiration rate is still slow. It takes only 1 breath every minute. Its temperature is near 70 degrees. Orange is x-rayed for signs of pneumonia. The lungs are clear. Whatever the outcome for these 3 turtles, Beth, Howard, Robert, Max, and his mother all know they are doing their part to help return the turtles to health, to help return them to the sea.